Did we? Okay,
A
yeah.
dramatic
I
romance,
think I got the last
a
part out. But
sunrise
that was
imagination.
basically it with Trap. It's just the reports that I've been getting on you. So we'll definitely talk with that in depth because they are concerning. And it's, if I'm just being real with you, it's not showing good leadership competency. And the May that I know is a stellar damn leader. So I'll just have to get with you on that. Juicy, I'm glad you could join us, girl. We're just going down the list of how I've been feeling about y'all guys' performances. It's top 10. And
Sorry.
yeah, I've already went through
Coughing on
half the
weed.
board. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll get to
Apologize.
you last
Whoever's listening.
since you just came in. Now, Miss Senshin, as far as I know, you do a good job. You stand on business. You handle things on scene and behind the scenes. But I'm starting to be concerned that that green scrub rage is starting to eat back up out of you again, and you're getting a bit malicious. So I don't want you to tap back into that old version of yourself, especially when you've worked so hard to mold yourself from that. And I've been like a barefaced witness to that molding and that character development. Like, I just want you to keep doing the stuff that got you here. You know what I'm saying? You were fixing your attitude, you was piping down. And I know, like I said, it gets harder and harder because as you climb the ranks, the bullshit comes more. Trust me, guys. Miss Light is just a really, really calm girl. But a lot of stuff definitely be getting to me too. But I have to maintain that professionalism because we want to serve face. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we should definitely what you call it.
Have anger
We
management class
definitely.
here.
I ain't gonna lie. We probably should. I should probably think about doing some of those, like merge them in with de-escalations because I already got to drop AFK tutorial classes too. One of these days we gonna have to tackle two classes, but we'll discuss that deeper after we get, into the thick. So Shishin, yeah, that's my only like worry about you is that you might let your old ways come back to haunt you, and I don't want that to be a detriment to you. So like I said, just remain stellar. Keep that attitude controlled at all times, especially since you know people watching you because you got this cult now. Just remain that. Keep that stellar competency that got you there. I don't want you having those episodes of flashbacks to your old days. Okay, and last but not least, Miss Juicy. I think you've been doing an excellent job since you've been here. The only concern that I say, like, okay, no, first let me start on the goods because it's literally only one complaint that I got on you, but there's a lot of goods. RP Queen, very down to earth, very kindred. Patients always have nice things to say about you, so I really love what you're doing. But I've been looking at your activity lately, and your activity hasn't really been up to par. But I know you just requested for a vacation, so I'm gonna let you enjoy your time. And then when we come back, I just want to see that activity pick up like how it was when you was in them logs, you was doing them RPs, baby. And we got to get together about this RP class anyway. So yes, ma'am. I just want that activity to get better, and you'll be stellar for sure. So that's all I really have to say. Now, does anyone else have anything that they want to add or they may feel like, they could do better? Okay, go ahead, Miss Nee.
Okay, quickly, I got this out because it's like I said, it's thunderstorming. I don't want to be cut off mid conversation, so I'm trying to get this out really quickly. Um, yes, I definitely I've noticed as I've. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Yes, I've noticed as from Green Scrub, um, and gaining more responsibility can like really intimidated me in the beginning. It really like kind of snatched me out of my element just a teeny bit. So having a complaint is not something that I'm used to, but it's not something that I'm against. Like if there's something that I need to work on, especially how you just told me like XYZ, definitely willing to work on that. I just know I do a lot. I run around like a chicken with my head cut off, so sometimes I may be a little rest is my word. I'll be a little stressed, so sometimes my tone could be weird, or sometimes I may come off like an attitude with people. Sometimes not meaning to at all, but it's just because I got a lot of things jumping in my head. I do definitely need to work on that because I decided to take on this responsibility. The other people that I possibly could give an attitude that I have probably given attitude to didn't deserve that. It's not like they're making it my job or my life hard or anything like that. I just know it's just a lot going on. So if any of you guys in this room, top 10, if I've given you some type of, attitude or some type of tone or just real short and cutthroat, my apologies. It's really not how I'm trying to come off. So yes, I really, really, really want to make sure I work on that.
Well, accountability is the first step for sure. So I appreciate you taking full blown accountability for that. Um, Anyone else have anything they want to add or maybe, I guess, withdraw from within?
No, but definitely gonna start thinking of plans for anger management class.
Okay. Well, that sounds good then. Listen, guys, if it was up to me, I'd rather spend my term with everyone in this room just because I have personal and professional experience with all of you, and all of you are delightful people personally. But professionally, we have to maintain that competency. So everyone just try to pick up on where you left off. Matter of fact, I'm so sorry. I'm the leader, but there's no I in team. Does anyone feel as if there's anything? Go ahead, Shinshin.
I mean, I hear y'all. I do. But me personally, I mean, everybody does their part, like you said. Some people do slack, some people do slack more than others. As far as you it's only like sister. I just feel like, we had a conversation a lot. I just feel like we need to start putting in the motion, as in, like, seriously, because it's a lot of folks that's in their position and don't be in it. They're not taking it serious. Like we said earlier, when you're online, they're going to start doing their job. When you're offline, they're not doing their job. They're outside having parties and dancing and stuff. Half the time when they're online, they're not even in the hospital. They be gone for like half of the shift, and then when they see you online, they come back to the hospital. And I feel like it's not fair for us top 10 that we gotta, on top of do interviews, bring people up, do training, because half the trainers are not even online to even do the training. And then on top of that, keep obviously,
Get in
I
here.
feel like that's where the most of the frustration come in for us at the top 10, because we're doing all the work and we got all these purples and brown scrubs online, but nobody's in the lobby. So I understand what you're saying. So, like, if I do have attitude, it's because I'm frustrated. And it's like I get overwhelmed, I get overstimulated. Yeah, I can take a break, but it's not fair to leave. Like, if they fight the only one online, I'm not gonna hop offline, or if it's the only one online, I'm not gonna hop offline and leave them by themselves, because then they're gonna get overwhelmed too. So it's like I gotta suck it up and be overwhelmed. So if I get an attitude, that's fine.
I agree 1,000%. Teamwork make the dream work, and just like Miss Shin just said, yeah, like I want us to be more reliant on each other. I hate the fact that that people feel as if it's one-sided things when they're present, and then two-sided things when they're absent. I never wanted to build no leadership team like that. So I feel like we should have our own structure and I mean,
I wouldn't even just say that now, because they're the main ones that's not even logging the training. When you give the brown scrubs and pink scrubs the opportunity to train folks, they're the main ones not logging in. And then we still have to step into training and log it ourselves, which is making it frustrating. Like yesterday, you seen it. Half of them green scrub training was not logged, and that's why yesterday was so chaotic, because you give folks the opportunity to do something and they don't do it. And it's not fair to the green scrubs that gotta wait for their training, or fair to us either. Because we gotta stop what we doing and training. Like yesterday it was a shit show yesterday, and I was like, literally, I had to log off. Like, I logged off. Once I logged off, I didn't get back on because it was just shit show.
and this is hence the reason why A lot of people. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've spent the last couple of hours just, going over the training logs, going over the emergency calls. I see hella people putting in they emergency call macros in the chat, but nobody's logging it. So what the hell is we doing? And it's not coming from none of you guys. But Chris, what's up? We having a private meeting. You're not even supposed to be up here. Please remove yourself. Like now is not clean. Thank you. Go ahead. Get on up out of here. Thank you. Get out. Okay, go ahead, Miss Sharp.
With the CPR, I can't speak for like the brown scrubs and things like that when they go and do CPR. I've just noticed there's times when I go and like do a CPR training and I'm trying to get at least a couple of things logged in the log to kind of get my activity with that up and stuff like that. I just know a lot of the times the gang members are hanging so close to HP that every last one of the calls that I have been right there. And I think Wick has mentioned once before where we can change that. Like, I don't know, like the zonage you were talking about. I can get with you on that later if that'll help me out. But yeah, I just like they're so surrounded and so packed by HP that all of my calls have been that. So I've been trying to, if I go and take somebody with me, I try to go as far as possible. But even still, the calls go right back to HP. So I just want to say that I really am trying with that emergency log. I'm really trying to make sure things are logged. And I know I see my macro a lot, but that's really why my macro has been seen and I haven't been able to log because, like I said, it's just been right in front of HP. I can't speak for everybody else, but like, yeah, that's just my
Let
situation.
me try to explain it just real quick for everybody in this room. So when you go to a different zone, so say we're gonna say the vehicle market, that's zone 5. If you park next to the vehicle market or even inside the parking lot and just wait for a call, if you answer anything that's under 600 meters, it stays in zone 5. So whatever zone you're in, that's why we have a field unit team in every single zone, and then they answer calls under 600 meters away. Then it's going to be inside that zone. But anything over that, like 1,000 meters, will lead you right back to the HP.
Okay, okay. I was trying to figure out how you said it last time. It just wasn't clicking for me. Thank you. Okay, it's clicking. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, so that we could handle that question for you, Miss May, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all already know Miss Light don't like going outside with the violence. So, honey, I ain't really did no CPR run since they changed the whole update.
Yeah,
And
sorry to
we
cut
can't
you
even
off,
do
Miss Light, real quick. For anyone in here that does not have or know what the zones are, I have a picture of it on my Discord. So just hit me up on Discord. Just say the word map, and I'll just send you a picture of the map, and it shows what the zones are cut out for and everything. So you guys get to know your zones.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, yeah, you still got the body cam rolling, right, Jonathan?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna address my concerns with the last two just so this can be sent to them and we won't have to like re-go over it since they weren't available. And that's Mr. Psycho and Miss Letty. So I'm gonna start off with Miss Letty. Miss Letty is really great at what she does when she's here. But the activity, and I know she has things going on behind the scenes, and I know you have your life and all of that stuff, but just out of fairness, there has to be more activity within the top 10. So I'd be more than glad to speak with you in depth on that. But you do a stellar job when you are here. I know no one's going to be interviewed in vaguely or nothing like that. So I just really want to have a conversation with her on that tip. And then as far as Mr. Psycho goes, it's actually a couple of things I need to speak with him about that I've been having concerns with since he has got the position. And I know he is the freshest amongst everyone to that position. But yeah, it's just some things that I feel like can be a bit more what's the word? A bit more professional and conducted a bit more smoothly. from his side, but I'll definitely get in depth with that when I see him face to face. Don't want to dig too much into it, and he's not here, but this is just for, record purposes. Okay. Shin. I seen you had your hand up. What's up, babes?